What's going on, YouTube? This is Mike, and as promised, this is the second part of my three-part Copic tutorial coloring process. So today we'll be coloring Wonder Woman, and let's just get started. So for the Fleshtones today, we'll be using the normal colors. My E00 is there in the background, but we'll also be using a Y32. And we're using that color today because it's going to give Wonder Woman more of a bronze looking skin tone. You know, I wanted to change it up a little bit from the norm. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm using the E00 and I'm laying out the base color of the face. I'm being sure to leave white open areas around the face for the highlights of the skin. This is very important. Like I said before, you want to make that three-dimensional object, you got to keep the highlights in the skin. So, I'm sorry about the video this time also. I did a terrible job of recording so you can be able to see my strokes. But basically I'm going around the contours of the body and making sure I outline everything and leaving the highlights. And if you don't know the contours of the body that well, just use a reference photo. Find a picture of a model with some dynamic lighting or something like that, and look where the shadows are and where the light source hits and where the light and bright spots are. And that'll really help you just get a reference for what idea that you can for your lighting. Because everyone doesn't know this stuff. And, heck, I barely know it. But you know, it's still a learning process to get better at it. And as you can see on the legs right now, I'm just leaving the big open spots. I drew the legs very stiff. Well, not stiff, but I drew them very non-muscular, and I'm leaving open spots so I can build muscle tone through the color. And now I'm going back with my YR61, which is the flesh tone I'm using today to give it that orangish color. And I'm going over the shadowy areas, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't oversaturate all the color, because I'm going to come back and blend it in later on with my E00 again. And so I'm going back to the main shadowy areas. I'm making sure I put the whole entire arm in the background in shadows, and making sure I get enough shadow on that leg over there so they'll overlap the cast shadows and things of that nature. So I'm still going to go back later on with my blue to make the shadows even darker. Right now, I grab my E00. I'm starting to blend it in. I'm blending in. I'm covering up a lot of that right space, a lot of those gaps. I'm trying to fill it in completely so it looks like a smooth, nice transition. But except for the little white highlight spots that I'm gonna leave. Now I'm going around the face and just mixing and blending colors. So you can see on the chin there, I kind of messed up because I was playing with the ink too much. I rubbed it in and got it across on the chin too much and made it look a little blue. But it's okay, because when I edit the video later, the chin is too big. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It kind of looks like more of a man's chin, so I'm going to cut her chin down later on. Or you can see in the finished product what I did, where the chin has actually been taken down. So now I actually using my blue, my B21, and I'm going around and putting in the shadows, the darkest parts of shadows, light. Like I said, muscle reference, picture reference is the best thing for this, to see where the darkest spots are. And if you look in the photo, just squint your eyes a little bit and you can always see where the darkest parts are, and that really help you a lot, and see the separation of colors when you squint and look at pictures. And so now, after I finish the blue, I'm going back with my E00 and I'm blending, making another smooth transition. Once again, this is something you constantly do throughout my drawing process, through my Copic process. I'm always going back and blending, you know, trying to make it look nice. I'm getting a nice saturated look on her, but still being careful to leave the highlights there. Nice and open. You see, as I'm going back to the chest and head and just touching up everything. Okay, at this point I cheated a little bit because I used a red PM 170 from brand is this Prismacolors, because I don't have all the Copic colors and they're expensive, but this works just fine for the blending. I mean, the Copic really does the best blending, but this lighter red would help. And I went around and I started doing the leather part of Wonder Woman's uniform, and I came back with the Copic color and blended it. And because I've noticed before that Prisma doesn't blend as well as Copics, but if you mix them together you can get a nice look. But hey, a mechanic is only as good as his tools, and an artist can pretty much use anything. You can even use Sharpies for some of these colors, as long as you have the right color choices, of course. now I'm about to start the gold, and I start to use the Y32. It's my base color on our gold accoutrements. And I actually use a flesh tone for the darker parts of it because, like I said, you can use whatever colors, that might make it look well. And so I'm going around making sure I leave open places like I always do. And I'm using, making sure the gold looks nice, consistent with the rest of the light source, the rest of the shadows. And then I actually went back with my blue and touched up the hair and Wonder Woman's undergarments, and that's pretty much it for this video. So I went back and I just fixed Wonder Woman's chin like I said I would a little bit, and I also went back with some black and touched up some places. And when this piece is fully done, I might go back and I do a video of that showing how I'm going to fix Wonder Woman's eyes a little bit more, make them a little bit heavier, more mascara look. And next is going to be Superman for part 3 of this tutorial. So as always, if anyone has any suggestions, comments, or critiques, just add them to the comment sections below, and all my contact information is there for commissions or any other video suggestions. Alright, peace.